Rahul, the first question, and I have not told you this, I've been wanting to ask you is, what is the reason behind you naming the conference room Desire and Perspire? I think the nation wants to know. हमने इतने ज़्यादा मोटिवेटिंग नाम सोचे थे. कुछ लोगों ने बोला था चाणक्य बोलेंगे, अशोका बोलेंगे, और आपने नाम दिया डिजायर और पर्स्पायर.
पर्स्पायर तो उन तीनों में एसी चलता नहीं है.
एसी नहीं चलता तो आप कॉन्फ्रेंस रूम का नाम पर्स्पायर.
So technically people are supposed to go there and work hard to make calls and win business. That's why it was Perspire. But actually it makes more sense because उसमें एसी चलता नहीं यार.
और डिजायर?
That's the only cabin which is left now. So people who really now want to be in cabin, they should desire for that.
आपका मोटिवेशन प्लान है?
Yes, absolutely. 100%.
किसी को बता तो दो वो.
I thought it's.
क्योंकि वो otherwise काफी उसके कुछ और मतलब निकल सकते हैं.
वो एक्चुअली नयन का फियर था वो. आई थिंक दैट्स द वर्स्ट फियर दैट इज कमिंग ट्रू.
और दूसरा सवाल मेरा ये है राहुल, जब आप ऑफिस से निकलते हो,
हाँ,
ऑफिस तक तो आप मस्ती करते हो, पूरे दिन 9 घंटे मस्ती, बीच में 1-8 घंटा काम कर लिया.
नहीं.
फिर बाहर निकलते ही अब क्यों काम करना चालू करते हो?
दिन में कुछ देर तो आदमी काम करेगा.
तो ऑफिस के बाहर क्यों?
ऐसा कोई सेट वो पैटर्न नहीं है. जहाँ मस्ती करनी है मस्ती करता हूँ और फिर
मतलब ऑफिस में मस्ती, ऑफिस से बाहर जाके काम
थोड़ी देर.
दैट वे आपके प्रिंसिपल्स काफी सॉर्टेड है
और कंसिस्टेंट भी है.
काफी कंसिस्टेंट है. मैं आपको इतने साल से जानती हूँ और आपने बिल्कुल कंसिस्टेंटली.
एब्सोल्युटली नो चीटिंग इन दैट.
बट
नो वर्क मींस नो वर्क एट वर्क.
But that's interesting, Rahul. I really want to understand from you कि आप that you were in advertising for like 20-25 years. You know, everything was going just fine, and why would you leave a perfectly comfortable life in advertising to move to such a growth focused younger company, that too technology, logistics, things that I don't remember you ever thinking of also.
Oh, if you remember, during COVID, I actually learned how to open the Google Sheet.
Yeah, that's true. That's true for somebody not very tech savvy.
Yeah.
What made you move?
So honestly,
what made you move? And then I'll talk to you about how do you feel about it now?
So honestly, ऐसा तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं था यार कि बहुत बैठ कर बस माइक्रो प्लानिंग करा था दैट नेक्स्ट मूव ऐसा होना चाहिए. जेन्युइनली ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं था. ओके, सो इट्स लेस टू डू दैट. इट्स लेस लाइक बाय डिज़ाइन. ओके, बट आई वॉज वेरी क्लियर अबाउट फ्यू थिंग्स. लाइक one is what I don't want to do. I was very clear about that. I think that's one thing that really helped me in taking decision. Second is I think empty canvas always attracts me. Okay, when I heard that something needs to be built or something needs to be rebuilt, that suddenly gives me a lot of excitement.
At this age also?
For sure.
Yeah.
Because when you are good at very less number of things now, I think it manages to keep the passion alive.
So modest.
So,
but this is what kept you when you decided to join Shipyaari.
Correct.
It's been almost 1.5-2 years.
Yeah, honestly, मैं ना एक ना बड़ा rhetoric सा question जितने पहचान वाले थे ना, because honestly I knew people only in advertising genuinely. Okay, that's where I made my best friends, including you. Okay, बड़ा rhetoric question होता कि अरे creative field suddenly how can you go to operations or logistics field, right? But सच बता रहा हूँ मैं, and not to make up any story, I don't need to make up any story. That has been the operating principle that काम कभी चेंज होता ही नहीं यार. It's only about होता क्या है, you have to manage people, you have to make money. These are the only two things, and that you do only by ensuring that the processes are followed properly. Product should be what is sellable. That's about it. Seriously, genuinely doesn't make a difference.
But today, after 1.5
honestly,
years,
I started as a rural marketing person, and even horizontal movement that you start becoming an integrated planner, या फिर आपको कुछ आउटडोर में काम करना है, या फिर आपको कुछ क्लाइंट साइड पे काम करना है, या फिर आपको कुछ डिजिटल में काम करना है. I felt that this is just a product which is changing. Principles would never change, and I think that really helped me.
But rural marketing से अब मुझे लगता है rural से logistics में एक common चीज़ है.
क्या?
The word भसड़.
हाँ, correct.
It's like you want to go to industries where every day is chaotic.
That's fun. That's fun.
That's fun.
For sure. That's fun.
Interesting. But Rahul, tell me.
That gives so much of content to gossip, na?
Of course.
Yeah.
And that's main.
Yeah, correct.
That's main. But tell me something, because this company is in growth stage, and in my opinion, Shipyaari is like clay right now, right? You can mold it the way it's molded right now, possibilities are this is how it probably is
Absolutely.
going to be for the next decade,
Absolutely,
right? And
yeah.
you are a part of the founding team,
Correct.
the team that is a part of this sort of journey, right? When you hire, I know you recruit quite a bit. We're in colossal growth stage, and you're hiring. You know, there are some, you know, when you joined, there were some 40, 50 people. Today we're 100 people strong, and it's only going to get bigger. I really want to understand from you, what is your vision or idea of, you know, so-called culture, right? There's a lot of conversation about culture, but you know, what do you think is a good, healthy culture?
You know, Neha, you remember when Nayan and I started having conversation about that ऐसी कोई job possibility है, he was of the opinion that we should go for, I want chief growth officer, okay? And honestly, वो word, it was just not exciting, okay? Growth तो मतलब it's always a byproduct. It's never supposed to be like, you never work for growth, right? There was a big debate that happened between Nayan, Vishal and me, where both these guys were very clear that growth होना चाहिए. I was very clear, it can't, growth is a byproduct, and there is a right time when we will switch to growth also. But before that, you need something else, which is transformation. Okay. So I was very focused about that designation should actually be true to what I want to do, okay, or rather the reason for which you have hired me. So that's the reason I chose that designation, Chief Transformation Officer. And I feel that creating culture, यार थोड़ा सिंपल रखो उसको, और क्या सिंपल रखो. Anywhere if you go and you see some happy smiling faces, I think you're done right job. Yeah. Things as basic as people should, I think ना, हमेशा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बिल्ड करते बोलते हैं एक शेयर्ड विजन होना चाहिए. आई थिंक शेयर्ड विजन हमेशा बाद में आता है. फर्स्ट पीपल नीड टू बिलीव इन द लीडर, पीपल नीड टू फील दैट दिस प्लेस इज राइट प्लेस फॉर मी, एंड सिर्फ नौकरी नहीं है मेरे लिए, यहाँ जाकर आई विल रियली हैव फन.
So calling for gulab jamun randomly during the week is a part of culture building?
100%. 100%. But just putting to record,
and milk cake.
Just putting to record that I didn't taste that. I got
that
4 packets.
I was keeping a check on you.
No, I carried 1 packet home. I didn't taste. I didn't
This
taste
I didn't-
that.
this I didn't
No, I didn't taste.
No. But tell me something, Rahul. I think I have too many of these for you, but my question to you is, you know, you have like a lot of quirks, right?
No.
You do certain things which is very Rahul, and you do it so it's your inherent nature. But do you realize that you have some work quirks? Like, you just can't help it. You tend to do those things. And what are work quirks, right? Work quirks are basically, or quirks, what are they? They don't have any relevance, significance to productivity or work, but you still can't help it, right? Like for me,
correct.
changing an Excel sheets column with 13 is extremely useless. Or Udit fixing the chairs before going home is really not required, but we can't help it. But do you have one of these?
Udit se you can expect that actually.
Yeah, he's quite meticulous that way, no? Yeah. What are your work quirks?
I feel many a times I don't realize, जैसे if I call you Chanu, okay, I would not realize who I'm addressing you as Chanu in front of. You know, I would not realize
you do
that.
that to everybody. So in
Many times,
meetings,
many
do you
times.
call Manish Inspector Bhardwaj?
I think there would be time very soon I'll do that.
That'll be quite funny actually. You know,
So I don't know whether it is quirk or not, but honestly I think I get very comfortable. And I think उस time पे that's the reason I am right now trying to control myself from using my original language.
thank God for that.
Yeah, तो work में वही मतलब I think I use the language which just gets across to people. That's about it.
You know, हम लोग कहने को तो हम स्टार्टअप वर्ल्ड में हैं, और स्टार्टअप वर्ल्ड में 2 वर्ड्स आई फील हम, you know, there's constant use of 2 words. One, and I want to know your opinion on it. One is hustle करो यार, hustle. What is your POV on hustling?
Abuse word ना, genuinely abuse
Like
word.
strategy.
Yeah, correct, exactly. Remember शाची और मेरा डांस था. I feel बहुत fundamental. I think it's almost like survival instinct ना. Hustling is supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be a natural response to the situation that you are in. It's supposed to be like that. And बॉम्बे सिटी में यार टूर में दोनों उस साइड से आते हैं, टाउन के उस साइड से आते हैं यहाँ पर, राइट, ऑफिस में. जेन्युइनली आई फील दैट काम के हसल से हसल ये होता है वहाँ से यहाँ तक ड्राइव करके आना. जेन्युइनली, ओके, पीपल हु कम फ्रॉम थाने, नो वन नीड्स टू प्रूव दैट देर हसलर्स बाय नेचर, बट there are certain things you choose to be hustler, there are certain things you don't choose to be hustler. I think as a leader or as a company or as a culture custodian, I think you should try and just create those right things which are going to be compelling enough for people to, okay fine, I really want to hustle at this place.
दिल से आना चाहिए.
That's about it.
Like you
That's
can't,
about it.
you can't tell people to hustle.
Never. हसल तो मतलब हसलर होते हैं. आज मैं हसल करूंगा, कौन उठता है इस तरह से? और जो उठता है वो जेन्युइन लूजर होगा. आज हसल करेंगे. आज हसल करेंगे.
But tell me, what about growth pressure है?
रहता है मतलब genuinely मतलब every Tuesday you have seen me dancing after the review gets over, right? And how I pray that okay fine next 1 week there's no problem.
That dance तो एक बार हो जाए.
नहीं वो रिव्यू हो तो डांस भी होगा.
मैं रिकॉर्ड करूँगा एक बार. But
नहीं so pressure honestly यार मेरे को ना बहुत ज़्यादा thankfully मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा while I know that it one is obviously whatever that comes to me it's very visible, okay, but genuinely I just do one thing. ग्रोथ का जब भी ग्रोथ का है या टारगेट का है मेरे को सिर्फ यही लगता है मुझे कि पिछले एक हफ्ते में या पिछले एक महीने में या पिछले एक क्वार्टर में could I have done something different? अगर मुझे उसका आंसर मिलता है नो आई कुडंट हैव डन थिंग डिफरेंट, दैट मीन्स मैं इससे मेरी इससे कैपेबिलिटी नहीं है यार, मैं इससे कुछ नहीं करता हूँ मैं. इवन इफ आई वांट आई कांट डू एनीथिंग बियॉन्ड दिस. तो सडनली इट जस्ट टेक्स ऑफ ऑल द प्रेशर एंड हैव अ वेरी ऑनेस्ट डायलॉग विद योरसेल्फ. यू विल गेट एन आंसर. इट्स इम्पॉसिबल. Thankfully, I also have some very good sounding boards, honestly, including you. If I'm talking to you, I'll get my honest answers. And if I'm going wrong, I get that answer very clearly.
But you know, actually, Rahul, this makes me think that what you just said is not written in any management book, right? But there's a lot written about how to be at work and, you know, how to succeed in life and 7 habits of highly effective people. But can you tell me a couple of things, 2-3 things that no one talks about, are skill sets one should work on or should have to succeed in life, succeed with mental peace. I think that's very important.
Succeed the right way.
Succeed the right way. So you
succeed the happy way.
The happy way, and you make it in life happy, right? Not just rich, but rich, successful, and at peace. What are those skill sets that you feel? See, Rahul, you have been working for 25 years, so you have the confidence to say a lot of things, right? At 20, 25, sometimes you don't have that kind of experience. So, what are the few qualities you would like people to at least keep in mind as they work?
I really feel it's such an ironic thing ना. ये जो प्रेशर की बात करते हैं हम लोग, even your best of the colleges today, they just teach you how to handle pressure, right? How to be under pressure, right? I feel it's all about how to absorb pressure. No one teaches you that. And when I say absorb pressure, मतलब when pressure comes from top, you absorb the pressure and obviously pass the relevant things to further down. If you are not able to filter that down, you are of no use. Genuinely, you are just a layer.
That's as a leader.
100%. And you know this changes at every level. Neha. Level 1 से level 2 पे आएगा, level 2 से 3 पे आएगा, 3 से 4 पे आएगा, 4 से N पे जाएगा. But at each level, everyone needs to know how to absorb what is relevant for me and what is not relevant for me, so that I can pass it down. And there would be a lot of things which we call as pressure. There are a lot of things you just need to ignore. If you learn those things, I think that's very important. Also, I think empathy is very underrated. I think that's
but
one thing. But
everybody talks about it quite a bit.
But कोई सिखाता नहीं है. Because the thing is, I feel it's a part of your value system यार. वो unfortunately academically teach नहीं हो. No one can teach you, unfortunately. For me personally, and Payal always, my wife Payal, she always encourages me that I should do a kind of workshop module where how to use humor or fun as a catalyst for work.
Yeah, but it's a big one.
No, genuinely, because I feel that no one can teach you that. But कितना ही stress हो, कितने tension हो, you just say something and it diffuses everything.
Yeah.
The next minute people are all up and running. Yes, in 5 minutes they'll again down, but then again 6 minutes you come up with something else.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually
These
something
things
that separates you and that actually
that makes a
you
big
a
difference.
Great leader.
That makes a big difference, because honestly, I feel that keeps me happy, honestly, and I feel that only happy people can keep others happy.
Yeah.
People who
and
themselves
I also feel happy people are more efficient and at least for us more creative as well.
And happy people go back happy.
That's true.
Go back home happy. That's very important.
Rahul, I've genuinely, when on Saturdays we work from home, do you feel you get extra calls that day from people?
हाँ, there are people who mandatory 2-3 कॉल तो होने चाहिए ताकि लग जाए
कि मैं काम कर रहा हूँ.
मैंने आज काम कर लिया है, अब कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
बॉलिंग करते हुए.
बस हाँ, हेलो. शिपमेंट नहीं डिलीवर तो मैं पर्सनल जगह डिलीवर करके आया.
What do you know when your team says that? So do you have a moment where you know your team is lying to you? Somebody from your team is lying to you, It could be a cutesy lie, but
Correct,
it's a
yeah.
lie. What goes on in your mind?
मतलब टेक इट दैट टाइम, और बाद में सही टाइम मिले तो एटलीस्ट टांग खींचने काम आएगा। वैसे ही ना जैसे तूने उस टाइम किया था। It's like
अच्छा,
that,
so you
yeah.
bring it out, na, at some point.
For sure, for sure.
What is your? How do you feel जब review के बाद जब लग रही होती है हमारी? तो what goes on in your mind and how do you deal with it genuinely? क्योंकि यार जो भी बोलो, nobody likes to be like not have achieved their numbers.
I agree. 100%.
What goes on? What do you think?
सच बताऊं बिल्कुल ना,
कि फटाक से खत्म करो और
नहीं फर्स्ट तो ये भगवान जल्दी से टाइम खत्म कर दे। सेकंड जब जा गुस्सा आता है उसके बाद आने साला मेरा टाइम भी आएगा, देख लूंगा मैं।
So this is what you tell yourself to calm down.
हाँ देख लूंगा, आएगा साला मेरा टाइम भी।
हाँ। दूसरे राहुल, मुझे आपसे एक सवाल पूछना था जो मैंने एक्चुअली सबको पूछा है, पर मुझे लगता है आपका जेन्युइनली कुछ तो थॉट होगा इसमें, कि जब 10-15 मिनट हमें लिफ्ट में, एक तो हमें 1.5 घंटा लगता है आने में, फिर जब 10-15 मिनट लिफ्ट में खड़ा होना पड़ता है ना, और लोग खड़े हो जाते हैं, धक्का मारते हैं, और एक उस दिन तो एक बंदा झाड़ू लेके पोछा लेके खड़ा हो गया मेरे साथ, तो मैं ऐसे खड़ी हुई और यहाँ पोछा है। जस्ट इमेजिन। तो माय क्वेश्चन टू यू इज, आपके दिमाग में क्या चल रहा होता है उस टाइम पे?
दो चीज़ें, पहला
और P1 P2 सब रुक गए।
या नहीं तो 2-3 चीज़ें तो पक्का चलती। पहला, कोई कितना इरिटेट कर ले मैं सीढ़ी से नहीं जाऊँगा।
हाँ, that's
मैं लिफ्ट से जाऊँगा, कुछ भी कर ले। सेकंड इज, कोई पसीने में गीला या बारिश में गीला आदमी मुझे टच नहीं करे।
हाँ।
और मेरे पीछे कोई लड़की खड़ी तो उसको मैं टच नहीं करता। आई थिंक दीज आर ओनली 2-3 थिंग्स।
That's true.